Kings of Dragons, Dragon King 551 here. We are back with another Michigan video. Here is the round of 32. Michigan is Sweet 16 bound. They are going to the Sweet 16 for a fifth time. And this is great. I mean, we're one step closer where we could be going where it all went wrong last year in the Elite Eight when we lost by 2 points to UCLA. 51-49 was that score. Still haunts me that we couldn't get our team going and getting to the Final Four, battling Gonzaga and potentially playing Baylor for the national championship. This year, it's a whole different story. Baylor's knocked off. I got one teams losing all around. I got Auburn lost in my bracket. I got freaking them making the Final Four against Michigan to get into the national championship. That's kind of screwed up. I no longer have that part of my bracket anymore. I had Kentucky winning one or two games and then getting upsetted. That's gone. I had Villanova potentially getting upsetted by Ohio State. That's not happening. Villanova has to play Michigan on Thursday, the 24th at 7:15, I believe is the time. And yeah, so let's just go right into these highlights and stats. But I mean, it's just crazy to see these teams get knocked off left and right. You got 1 seeds almost getting knocked off by 9 seeds. You got 8 seeds knocking off 1 seeds. It's just crazy. With that being said, let's go right into the stat line for the Michigan Wolverines in this game. So first off, I just want to go through each player here. Jones got injured again. He had a concussion or got hit by his own teammate. He got hit by Moza Diabate. Not initially, it was just a collision, but he's all right. He did get 2 points. Frankie Collins came in to get 2 points and really helped. Williams was a guy that really helped towards the end of the game, and that was the guy that was kind of like an X factor guy that came in when we needed him and stuff. But the big man and the story was Brooks and Hunter Dickinson shooting lights out, and Moza Diabate helping with his 13 points. So first off, Moza Diabate with 13 points, 1 assist, and 6 rebounds. Dickinson with 27 points, 4 assists, and 11 rebounds. I think the last time that happened for a player was Juwan Howard, the current coach for the Michigan Wolverines, which is awesome. So now we got Eli Brooks, who got 23 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Caleb Houston, he got 3 rebounds. Hey, look, he didn't get points, but he was a shot creator where he passed the ball around and found his guys that were open, and he was a good teammate nonetheless, and he was just crashing the boards when we needed him to. Jones, he had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 points. Frankie Collins had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 points. Really good defense for him, though. He had a really good game again. Terrence Williams had 3 rebounds and 9 points. Brandon John Jr. had 0-0-0. But he was a good guy. He moved the ball around pretty well, and nonetheless, I like the way that he played. Yeah, Williams, I mean, he came in when we needed him. Hunter Dickinson missed one of the baskets, but Williams just comes flying in like a rocket, puts it back up. You'll see that in the highlight reel, I'm pretty sure. And there are just a couple putbacks that Williams does really nicely and is able to get the ball back into the net and make it a tie game at one point or another. And yeah, then we ultimately took over. So let's go right to Tennessee here. I know there are a lot of guys here. I don't know how to pronounce this guy, number 33 on their team. He had 9 points and 9 rebounds, pretty good. I'm pretty sure he was the guy that got a little arrogant with Hunter Dickinson and chirped and said he's too small. But come on, just play your game and don't do that. Brandon Huntley here got 4 points and 2 rebounds. Santiago got 5 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. Kitty Chandler, 19 points, 9 assists, and 4 rebounds. I think that's the guy that Juwan Howard knows really well, and his sons really know that used to play with him. Josh Jordan James, he had 13 points, 3 assists, and 6 rebounds. Zakia Zizlier had 8 points, 1 assist, and 2 rebounds. And yeah, the rest of the guys, number 10 on their team had 6 points and 2 rebounds. And then Jonas Adu had 4 points, 1 rebound. And then Victor Bailey Jr. had 1 rebound. So let's go right into here. I mean, I said that this stat right here, you're hitting your foul shots and your field goal percentage is very important. But see, the thing is that the 3-pointer will come when it matters the most. And we shot 50%, they shot 42, so we were 8% better. They were 3% better from the line, but we shot ultimately better from the line most of the time. We were getting to the line a little bit more. I mean, they were getting to the line a little bit more and shooting better at the line, but ultimately we were both getting to the line and getting our points when we needed it. But this was really the thing that helped in the end, the 3-point shot, and they could not buy a bucket at the end. I don't understand. Tennessee just switched their game way too much at the end of the game. They were winning, and then they just and going inside and killing us interior, and they could have won that game. I mean, this is the third time that Michigan and Tennessee have matched up, I believe, in March Madness, and we've beat them all 3 times. But I mean, why are you chucking up threes when you have the game? I mean, you have the game, you're in the lead. The most stupidest things that you could ever do is do something like that, chucking up threes and crazy stuff like that. And then Michigan was able to just crash the boards and get the rebounds and turn the game around, and they won. Now look, 36 rebounds, 33. I mean, they both had similar rebounds, 7 offensively, 11 for them. So they had a couple more double chances. 15 assists, 15 assists, 6 blocks, 4 blocks, 4 steals, 7 steals. This was terrible, though. I told you, we averaged 12 turnovers a game, 11.5, around that's 12, obviously. And then we got a couple more, and I'm not happy about it, but we still won the game ultimately. So I said turnovers was a big problem, but hey, ultimately we turned it around and won the game. Turnovers for them had 7. We only committed 12 fouls. They committed 18. So let's go right into the highlight reel, and let's just go right into this game, and let's talk it through and each play and see what went wrong. Now, I do have to say before this game, I want to mention something from another game. I was watching Arizona, and I forget what the other team was. I think it was TCU or something. The guy got pushed, and then they were in double bonus at that point, and he did not go over the line for a backcourt violation. So that should have been a foul, and Arizona should have been out of the game. I know there are 3 teams left, Arizona, Gonzaga, and I believe Kansas are the 3 1 seeds left. So, yeah, I just wanted to point that out in case anyone was wondering. Hey, you're going to talk about some other stuff in the NCAA tournament? And I will, yes. And that is my coverage on that stuff. Other than that, let's go right into this highlight reel. So obviously we control the tip. Eli Brooks having a struggle there, but still going up. Jones is not a bad player, but I mean, he does turn the ball over a little too much. Brooks with a nice 3. That's how you start off a game. Beautiful shot there. Oof, a miss, but Brooks is able to grab it back, gives it to Jones. Hunter Dickinson says, hey, I'm a big man. I can shoot threes. Thank you very much. I'll shoot that. And he gets the shot in. Good defense there, but a better shot by Tennessee. They're able to get it in, and that's what I like to see there. Pretty good defense. Jones drives, and a nice scoop to the bucket, and well done. Moussa Diabate, he's in trouble. What does he do? He says, hey, listen, I can spin and get it in and rattle it home, and it does fall for us. So beautiful shot there. Oof, just cannot get there fast enough, and it happens, you know. Jones struggling with dribbling the ball. I'm telling you, he has a bad handle with the ball. He cannot control it well and stuff. And another good shot for Tennessee. And that's the big problem with Jones and stuff. He's not that bad of a player, but it's just he needs a better dribbling with the ball. He needs to post down more, kind of like Chris Paul or something. Good shot by Hunter Dickinson again, and you know he's just a big guy. It's hard to cover a guy when he's shooting threes like that. It's great to have him explain. That was a terrible pass there. That was a terrible pass. Let me go back on that here. So obviously after this 3-pointer, we have them bringing up the ball. But look, this is just bad. Hunter Dickinson is there. He has the ball in his hands. It just kind of goes off. And he just kind of, what I have a problem with there is that when he does that is that he has the ball and then he just stops right here. So I don't know why he stops right here. I mean, yes, this Tennessee guy is going right here, and he's going for the ball. But literally, Hunter Dickinson could have just go get the ball. Why is he boxing out like that? And also, you have Caleb Houston here who can also grab the ball if he can get there fast enough. And neither one is showing any effort to get the ball back. So that's just bizarre by me. I don't understand why he stopped there. It made no sense to me. And I guess the Tennessee guy was just a little bit quicker. But at the same time, what are you doing? Get there and stuff if you want the ball back. It didn't really make sense to me. And they just get an easy bucket. And, you know, I mean, it really ticks me off when that happens. But, hey. Eli Brooks here. Goes in. Oh, battles through that and just able to put it in the hole. I like that. That's the way you do it. Well, what are we doing here? Blow by and just could not get the block and stuff. But hey, it happens, you know, got to do what you got to do. Got to be careful of that poke it loose. Number one is a really good defensive player, and he just poked it right away from Brooks. Hunter Dickinson says, hey, let me take a three. Thank you very much. Jones in trouble. But Williams says, hey, I can hit a three. Thank you very much. I'm open for it. So, I mean, he did hit a couple of good threes. He also had a couple of good putbacks later in the game. Not moving over fast enough, just a wide open right to the hole. I mean, you cannot do that. Jones spinning. Oof. Gets bonked there. That's the concussion head injury, but Diabate is able to put it in. Now, let's see. Pretty good defense by Hunter Dickinson there, and I'm surprised that that point guard for Tennessee was able to get it over his head. I mean, my goodness. 7-foot guy, what are you going to do? Dickinson spinning, and that's an and one. It's hard to defend the guy when he's spinning. When he is spinning in a cyclone, you're probably going to get a foul regardless of what you do. Here comes Frankie Collins, who's really good, and he's a nice freshman guy. I like the way he plays. And he's only a freshman, which is great. Diabate there puts up a nice two and able to put it in. Jones, I think, was coming back into the game. Frankie Collins, pretty good defense there, but, you know, better offense, able to shoot it a little bit over his fingertips, just able to get it there in time. Brooks in trouble. Gives it to Diabate. Oh, I mean, still able to get it in and one. It's a shame we couldn't connect on that end one, but it happens, you know. Just crazy how that happens. I apologize for this. Sorry. Yeah. So let's go back on this play here. Just gets kind of shoved there. I mean, this is a play that, I mean, I have no problem with. Misses the three. Contact. I feel like his feet were set, and that was a missed call. So definitely the refs need to be better in March Madness in all aspects, no matter what team it is. I don't care if it's against us. I don't care if it's anything. Like, if it's your team that you're rooting for and there should be a call on the opposing team or there should be a call on your team, respect the call, but at the same time, you got to call it. And these refs are just not calling it, and I don't understand. But, I mean, that one seemed right. Same with Arizona's game. I mean, he slammed into him. That should have been 2 shots at the line, but I guess the refs wanted Arizona or something. And I'm not saying that the refs wanted Arizona in any way. I'm just being sarcastic there. But at the same time, come on. I feel like the ref could have saw it and stuff. So, again, just some miscue and stuff. And let's go back to these highlights. So, passes in the corner. Number one's wide open. He says, hey, let me hit a three. Thank you very much. And still pretty good defense, though. Oh, I don't like this camera angle. Oh, Brooks says, I'm sorry, not Brooks. Diabate says, get that crap out of here. First, Hunter Dickinson says, get that shit out of here. Then Diabate comes out of nowhere and says, hey, let me smack that out of here, too. Thank you very much. Just kind of comes off him. There was literally no effort on that defensive play there. They just kind of like left him on an island and able to get it. Brooks in trouble. Gives it to Hunter Dickinson. Hunter Dickinson shoots. Nice shot. Beautiful. Wide open on the... Oh, a nice dish and a good shot. Hey, when game recognizes game. I believe that was an N1 on Caleb Houston foul. So, yeah, that was a good shot. Diabate in trouble, gives it to Hunter. Oh, we're in the second half. I apologize. If you didn't notice that, I didn't notice that myself. So a good shot by Hunter Dickinson there. Let's see, we got good passing here for Tennessee. Ooh. And now he says too small. Oh, come on, bro. You know what? When you chirp too much, you're gonna get beat. Don't talk. Just play your game. And Hunter Dickinson gets revenge there and says, hey, what about you? You said too small? Okay, I'll go right at you. You're going to foul me on my arm. I'll get an N1, and I'll make it a 2-point game. This is inside. Hunter Dickinson. Good defense there, but better offense again. Frankie Collins has good defense. I mean, he'll definitely improve as his next 3 years after this season. So nonetheless, yeah, so again, Hunter Dickinson, good pass there by Caleb Houston. He's a shot creator. He wasn't a point creator for himself. He was more of, hey, let me pass it to my teammate. I'll find him open, and that's what I'm going to do. And sometimes you need that on the court. You don't need everyone to be a shooter. Good shot by Tennessee there. But the main man that I know and gets a shot. Oh, Frankie Collins, though, backing up and able to grab that rebound. Nicely done. Clutch from behind, dishes it out to Eli Brooks, the shooter I like. Beautiful three. And Diabate is able to hit one, which is nice and tie the game up, but it would have been nice if he could have taken the lead and made it 46. Ooh, a beautiful shot there. Nonetheless, Hunter Dickinson had to come out of the game, get loose on the bike so he doesn't cramp up. That was beautiful. Diabate, a nice tip rattle, and it still goes in. Sorry, I said rattle. I meant rattle. Hunter Dickinson wide open at the top of the key. Nice three, and we take the lead with 13 minutes to remain in this game. Oof. Frankie Collins could not capitalize on that. It's all right. Hey, blow by, no defensive effort there. Need to focus better on that. We're not going to have chances like that against Villanova if we let people blow by us and stuff. Eli Brooks says, hey, you know what? I'm going to shoot a pretty mid-range, and I'll get it in. Thank you very much. That was a deep mid-range, but still went in. You're just letting him go by you. He kind of just puts it in and goes right past us and stuff. I like when Eli Brooks brings up the ball. He's probably good at being a shooting guard and a point guard. And oh my goodness, good shot there by Eli Brooks. He had a sky hook and stuff. And I just like the way he puts the ball up there and it just goes in somehow. Frankie Collins getting a little aggravated, but he's telling his team what's up. And tells them, hey, we got to do this, that. And I like how, even though he's a freshman, he's still trying to be a leader out there. And that's what I like. Hunter Dickinson trying to be good defense. You know, sometimes it just doesn't happen. Now, look, they're driving inside. But at the end of the game, they start chucking up threes when they don't need to. And that's a big no-no when you're winning the ball game. Look, another good shot, but I think Diabate said, no, thank you very much. I'll block that shit again. Hunter Dickinson in trouble. Gives it to Brooks. Brooks on the outside. Nice shot. Another deep mid-range there. Hunter Dickinson gives it to Brooks. Beautiful dish and underneath. Oh, man, that underneath layup is filthy. Hunter Dickinson. No, I'm sorry. Eli Brooks gives it to Frankie Collins. He misses. Williams there to put it back in and tie the game up. That's what I like to see. You got to be careful on those steal passes. Number 5 is really good at that. 62-60. See, this is what I'm talking about. Hunter Dickinson goes in, and then Williams comes in like a rocket and says, hey, I got your back. Don't worry about it. I'll put it back in. Thank you very much, and I'll tie this game up. And Eli Brooks gets an N1. His feet were not set for Tennessee, and he was in the, I forget what they call that, restricted zone. I'm sorry, restricted zone. That's what they call it. And he was in the restricted zone, so that's a big no-no. Can't have that happen. Williams dishes it to Dickinson. Dickinson back to Williams. Williams goes up. Oh, man. You know, there was contact there, and that could have been in that foul, but it was blocked. So, I mean, yeah, there's contact before the block, but he doesn't release the ball yet. So I get why they did it the way that they did it. So, yeah, it happens. Oof. And they call that in, but we still have the lead, 68-66. Here we go. Brooks in trouble. Oh, my goodness, a big giant sky hook there, and it's in. Yes, sir, 70-66. Look at the way he just drives. He drives, oh, my goodness, that's really far out. I don't know if I could do that. I could when I used to play, but I haven't played in a while, so I don't know if I can hit that. See, they chuck up threes when they don't need to. They're getting desperate. Drive to the hole. You're only down 4 at that point. Now you're down 6. Now you got to hit threes. And look at that one. I don't know how that happened. They brought it back in and got an N1 on that. I'm very surprised. This is where he comes up clutch. He's 62%. He was not shooting well from the line earlier, but now he sinks 1, and all he has to do is sink another, and this game is GG. And that game is over. Up 6 at this point. Not plausible for them to come back. Williams just gets the shake and bake there. Hunter Dickinson grabs a rebound, and he gets fouled. He hits 1. Getting the crowd hyped because they know it's over. And up 7. Now up 8. And that is the end of Tennessee. Boom, they try to go desperate again, and they miss, and Hunter Dickinson is just going to dribble it out here, and that is the game. So, what more do I have to say here? I mean, we'll see Villanova Thursday, and good luck to the rest of the teams that have picked their brackets, and all my friends and anyone who still has a bracket alive with their team winning the national championship. Good luck to all of you, my team, and all I say in the big house and in the land of Michigan and in Ann Arbor. Go blue, and let's see how far this team can really go.